What if the person you are is just a reflection, shaped by algorithms, advertisers, and the quiet expectations of others? What if your sense of self is more like a carefully constructed mask, pieced together from fragments handed to you by a world that never truly asked who you wanted to be? Not a true self, but a performance, curated from choices you never questioned. Every gesture, every preference, every opinion, how many are truly yours, and how many are echoes of what you think you should be? We rarely ask. Are our preferences truly ours, or just reactions to a world that wants us predictable? Are we living lives of our own design, or simply following scripts written by invisible hands? The abundance of identities is a subtle trap, keeping us busy choosing, never questioning who wrote the menu. We're offered endless options, but rarely the freedom to step outside the choices themselves. The stranger you've become isn't an enemy. It's a shield protecting you from the daunting freedom of self-definition. It's easier to wear a mask than to face the uncertainty of who you might be without it. The journey to an indestructible self doesn't start with answers, but with the courage to live with this unsettling question, to sit with discomfort, to resist easy labels, and to wonder what lies beyond the roles you've been given. It's the first quiet step out of the crowd, a step toward discovering who you might become when you finally ask the question no one else dares to. Our minds live in a comfortable prison, walls of distraction, bars of convenience. Every discomfort is soothed, every question answered instantly, every loneliness extinguished by a screen. We're not forced to stay, we choose it, moment by moment, click by click. The validation we seek from others becomes another layer of confinement, making our identity fragile and dependent on approval. We mistake ease for freedom, but a mind never challenged becomes weak. The most insidious part? We built this cage ourselves. Recognizing it isn't self-judgment. It's the first step to seeing the bars for what they are. Only then can we choose something different. This mental trap is no accident. It's the result of systems engineered to capture and monetize our attention. Every app and feed exploits our need for connection and novelty, keeping us perpetually dissatisfied and always chasing more. Our attention is the currency, and we give it away for free. The structure of modern life encourages distraction, rewarding reactivity over focus. The system isn't evil, it's just optimized for engagement, not our autonomy. Distraction isn't a personal failure, it's the default in a world designed to distract. Beneath the noise of daily life, one law quietly governs everything, every action and every inaction, no matter how small, has a consequence. Whether we notice it or not, the universe keeps score. The person you'll become in 5 years is shaped not by your wishes or intentions, but by the choices you make today, by the habits you build, the risks you take, and the things you choose to ignore. The universe doesn't care about our reasons or excuses, only about what we actually do or fail to do. Our explanations don't change the outcome. Disciplined people aren't born different. They've simply learned that the cost of inaction, regret, and missed opportunity is always greater than the discomfort of effort. Most people try to negotiate with reality, convincing themselves that tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow is just another today shaped by the same choices. Accepting the law of consequence means realizing that every decision, no matter how small, is a vote for the person you are becoming. Your future self is built one choice at a time. The small daily decisions, often invisible to others, compound over time, quietly building your character, your habits, and ultimately your entire life. This law is the bedrock of an indestructible self, the foundation on which true strength and resilience are built. Accepting consequence changes you quietly, no grand declarations, just a shift in how you see time and action. The question becomes, what action serves the future I'm building? Habits transform, not by force, but by clarity of purpose. You stop seeing yourself as fixed and start seeing yourself as a process, defined by what you repeatedly do. Consistently choosing meaningful action over distraction builds self-respect and a stable identity. The need for external validation fades. Your worth is proven by your actions. You become anchored, less reactive, rooted in cause and effect. This isn't a productivity hack, it's a new level of responsibility. It's about stepping into a mindset where every choice, no matter how small, carries weight. The actions you take today echo into your future, shaping who you become. Define your non-negotiables, 1 or 2 areas where you'll honor your promise to your future self, no matter what. These are the commitments that anchor you, even when motivation fades or the world feels heavy. Practice voluntary hardship. Reintroduce discomfort to build resilience. Seek out challenges that test your resolve, because growth rarely happens in comfort zones. At day's end, ask, if my life were defined by today's actions, who would I be? Reflect honestly, without excuses or blame. Don't judge, just observe the gap between who you want to be and who your actions say you are. Awareness is the first step toward change. Most will understand, but few will act. The path of least resistance is strong, and it's easy to follow the crowd. True change requires courage. The knowledge is here, the door is open, but only you can walk through. No one else can take those steps for you. What will you build with the time you have left? The answer is yours to create, one action at a time.